That's interesting. Hey everyone, it's Joe from Focus Pictures. I've got a question for you. What is the metaverse and what does it have to do with real estate? Well, if you search on Google, the metaverse is described as a collective virtual shared space created by the convergence of virtually enhanced physical reality and physically persistent virtual space. What? Well, okay, I think I need to propose a different definition. Joe's definition of the metaverse is a shared virtual space that holds digital products, services, and goods. So based off that definition, the metaverse not only includes virtual reality and those experiences, but also aspects that we currently interact with every day. So if you pop on your VR headset, that's the metaverse. If you go into VR chat, that's the metaverse. If you go in and play some VR golf, that's also the metaverse. But what the heck does that have to do with real estate? Realtors are in the industry of selling dreams and also making those dreams become reality. But wait, let's stop there. I think it's important for us to backtrack a little bit and go back to 2021, that day where Facebook changed their name to Meta. In this presentation, Mark Zuckerberg talked about how the metaverse was a shared experience where people can hang out, play games, and even do some type of work. It was presented as pretty much a new reality for people to spend time in. You could be anyone or anything that you can imagine. Spending some time in the actual metaverse as it stands today, that dream has actually become somewhat of a reality. Right now in the metaverse, you can go to metaverse parties in Horizon Worlds. You can play golf with your best friend face to face. You can simulate actual combat in games like Onward, or you can build structures in a battle royale arena like in Population 1. Those are all really cool implementations of this technology. But what about those of us who want to be productive? Let's actually talk about what you can actually do right now that's real estate related in the metaverse. The technology allows you to view your listings on your MLS service as normal. So you can go in and search your current property, look at the photos and videos, and that works very similar to your typical computer or smartphone setup. Another thing you can do is put your virtual walkthroughs on your listing service and view them in virtual reality. So there's a creator here from the Real Creative Group, and I think you should check out their channel. But they have a video of them walking through a Matterport listing, going through the actual house and seeing the house as if they were actually standing there. And it's a completely different experience than you see on your screens because that image is presented in 2 dimensions. But I want you to picture yourself actually being there. That's the type of experience you feel when you're actually in the headset because your eyes are completely engaged with what's right in front of you. And when you move your head, that motion is mimicked in virtual space. So it feels like one-to-one you are actually there. There are some limitations to this technology right now, but as it stands, it's possible for you to have your listings as a virtual experience for people to walk through in real time. And that's super cool. But again, that's also niche, because not many people have the headsets available to actually do that. What about productivity? A lot of us would like to jump in these virtual spaces and feel like we're getting work done. I got some news for you. I spent 8 hours working on a video in VR, and I've got to say, the applications are promising. You have experiences where you can put virtual screens up and look at 3 different displays or even more, and scale those monitors from standard size to gigantic monitors, encapsulating your entire view. Trying to figure out how to use virtual reality technology in the real estate space is super niche, but there is one thing that is going for you if you decide to tackle this: content. Right now, there are a minuscule number of creators that are trying to bring in virtual reality technology into real estate content. So those of you who are futurists might find a very nice niche to explain virtual reality technologies to the general public. So for example, if you're a realtor and you invested in one of these headsets, you can go in and film the virtual real estate that you come across. Then you can collect all that footage and really hammer down on that niche and become one of the biggest real estate creators in the virtual space. And that can get you a lot of notoriety and attention. Additionally, that type of content will also bring in normal people who are just interested in technology as a whole. Another thing you can do is take your clients through tours of the metaverse. So let's say you have a person that you've worked with in the past who you're interested in just spending some more time with and continuing that service past the closing. Well, you can take them through and play some virtual golf with them, or go to a virtual nightclub. And again, take that content and put it online. And that will garner even more attention from people who are, just normal everyday buyers and sellers, because they see you interacting with these people in a novel environment. And that will set yourself apart from every realtor who's putting out market updates. I think this is a groundbreaking avenue, and it's going to be even more popular in the future as more companies get into it. In fact, there are rumblings that there is an Apple headset coming out in the near future. And I gotta say, as soon as Apple enters the space, things are going to enter a whole new level. But as it stands right now, there are companies like Meta who have their headsets that are currently out. And I would recommend this if you're in the market for a headset to just start yourself off with. If you'd like a video that goes more in depth on my thoughts towards this device, comment Meta down below and I'll know that's what you're looking for. Not only can you edit in the metaverse and do things like check emails and surf the web, you can actually hold face-to-face meetings. So my buddy Daniel and I, we got to experience this, and we jumped in a chat. We actually got to see each other face-to-face, and I had my virtual avatar conversing with him in this digital office. When you talk about transformative technologies, that's what I'm talking about. The ability to transcend space and time and be in front of another person who is halfway across the world. It's way better than anything you can get from Zoom or FaceTime or Skype, because you get a 3D representation of that person's likeness, and it beats anything that we have available right now. In conclusion, I think we've come a long way when it comes to virtual reality and augmented reality, but the lack of mass adoption is holding this technology back. I can't wait until more and more companies get into the space and create better experiences. But this kind of reminds me of back in 2007, when smartphones were not as big as they are now. And you had the first iPhone be announced, and then the general shift from phones with a physical keyboard to ones with a touch-enabled display. And that shift took years and years and years to solidify, up until the point where we are now, where social media and being online has completely taken over our world. That's what I see with virtual reality. Right now, we are at the very beginnings, but eventually, I guarantee you that this technology will become mainstream and become the norm for human-to-human interactions. There is a wide open opportunity for those of you who are interested in this forward-looking technology to jump in and create a niche for yourself that separates you from other realtors. You can look forward to even more of that type of content coming from this channel. But you and I need to understand the trends that are driving this technology forward, so that we can stay up to date, educate our clients, and continue to provide that quality service that they're expecting from you. So good job on watching this video, because I know a lot of you are curious about the metaverse, but don't know how to incorporate it into your practice today. And I'm telling you that you have a lot to be excited about in the very near future. It also means that you and I need to pay attention to how we are presenting ourselves online right now, because there are people that are currently looking for your services. But if your online representation doesn't meet current standards, they're gonna go elsewhere. So if you're currently sitting on content ideas but are having trouble getting those ideas out to the public, go and DM me on Instagram at Joe from Focus Pictures, and let's talk about your ideas. People don't notice, but I give people free advice all the time, and it's a DM away. So message me with your concerns and let's talk about them, because there are people who need you right now, and you not posting anything is doing everyone a disservice. So I'm gonna leave you with a bit of encouragement. It's 2022. This is your year. Go out and make a difference for the clients who are looking for you. And if that involves making some content, go right ahead and do it, because it's going to end up helping everybody out. With that being said, I hope you have an awesome week. See you in the metaverse.